Poppy K and her bookish thoughts, adventures with ogres and astronauts. Poppy K and her bookish thoughts. Poppy K, subscribe, like, comment and share.
Hello and welcome back to my vlog. I have a confession to make. I know I said I was going to start Sarah J Maas this week. I am going away this weekend and I don't know if I'm going to have time to read it and take notes, etc. So, as you probably saw from the B-roll, I am reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. When I say I'm reading it, I've literally just started it. My goodness. I think I am going to love this book. I'm literally 20 pages in? Nearly 30 pages in. I love it. I love it so much. So we are following Emily Wilde, who I believe has gone to Iceland or up sort of in that area. Norway, Scandinavia anyway. Up there. She has gone to study fairies. She's basically writing, as it says here, a encyclopedia of fairies, and she has just got to her cabin that she's staying in and she's just about to go out exploring. She's got a dog with her, which if I was Emily Wilde, I would definitely have taken my dog. And it's done like an actual diary. So each chapter is, I don't know if you can see that, is a diary entry. And I love that. It's dark academia without being dark academia. Now, what I mean by that is I would say it's whimsical academia. If there is such a genre, there is now. Whimsical academia. Absolutely love it. Oh, by the way, my mum made me this book cover. This is just the best. You can put stuff in there. Obviously we've got the book cover, and also this is what else she made for me. So she made me a coaster and a little tissue holder. So brilliant. But what I will do when I go away for the weekend, I can put my Kindle. If you want anything like this, you'll have to go over to my Etsy shop. Little plug there. Why not? So, as I say, I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm just going to put that back there because I don't want to ruin it. The only problem is I've got to go to bed soon, and I don't, because I've got to get up early, go to the gym, go to work, you know, all of that sort of thing. So, and I'm physically reading the book. I'm going to try and physically read it. Because my reading so far, I mean, obviously I've had a little bit of stuff to deal with. I just thought, I've done the audiobook. Some of the audiobooks I've listened to and things like that. I just don't think I'm still in the right place yet for ACOTAR. You know what it is? I just don't want this series to end, and I think that's what I'm doing, is procrastinating because I don't want the series to end instead of just getting on and reading it. But so I might read another couple of chapters and then I'm going to go upstairs to bed. But yeah, it's so good. I've got good feelings about this book. And just quickly on another note, as I was just putting the camera away, I forgot to show you. You know, I got my chair, this lovely chair. I've had it for a while. This is something that my husband got me for Christmas. It's Icelandic sheep's wool. Perfect. But I went to Scotland a couple of weeks ago, and on the way down we stopped at T-Bay Services. Now, if you don't know, T-Bay Services is a farm shoppy type services, and it was on TV. I think it was on Channel 5. We've been going there for years, and I mean years. And the last time we went, they had a little footstooly type thing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one. And I was like, oh, actually I'll see if we can, you know, there's another company that maybe would do them. This other company, they were selling them for £250. I was like, no, it's too much. This was a lot cheaper. But this is what I got to go in my chair. A Cumbrian sheep footstool. Isn't that so cool? And it's got all of that on there, so it's... There we go. And there's all your gumph. But yeah, so Cumbrian... I've got a Cumbrian sheep. So... I just thought I'd show you that because it makes this so comfortable. I'm just so cosy and comfortable, and then I can sit here and watch the swallows in the sky. It's absolutely perfect. Well, hello. I have finished Emily Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I really enjoyed it. It reminded me very much of fairy tales. Now obviously it's going to be a little bit whimsical, a little bit fantastical. But it also reminded me of things like the original Cinderella story. I don't mean by the actual story, but I mean the tropes and things that were used, and also the way in which it was written. Because obviously Cinderella, the original story, the Ugly Sisters, I mean, if you don't know this, spoiler alert, the Ugly Sisters get their eyes pecked out by a crow, and the actual original fairy tales as they go are quite gruesome. This, I wouldn't say this is gruesome because it isn't, but it has aspects of that in there, and that's what it reminded me of, like the actual original fairy tale kind of stories. I would say it kind of comes under the dark academia stroke whimsical stroke fantastical genre, if there is such a thing. And we are following Emily Wild, who is compiling an encyclopedia of fairies. Pretty self-explanatory, so you kind of know what you're going to go into when you start reading this book. It had me in a chokehold from the very first page. This, if I didn't have to do life things, I could have sat down and read this in a day, no problems. The writing is really, really good, and the way it's set, the prose, the description, the imagery and things like that. The only thing I would say, and this is all down to me, nobody else, I would recommend myself reading this not in the summer, because it is set in autumn. So if you're looking for something for a little bit of a Halloweeny sort of fantastical read in autumn, pick this one up, honestly, because sitting outside with a straw hat on your sun lounger reading this, I wasn't quite getting the chill feels, if you know what I mean. But definitely I would recommend reading this if you like that sort of atmospheric reading in autumn. It is very much a cozy read as well, which is why I think you should definitely read it either in winter or definitely in the autumn. It's got that sort of cozy vibe to it. It is quite a slow burn. It's packed with folklore, fairy tales, all of that kind of thing. So if that's the sort of thing you're into, again, definite. And I am very much looking forward to the second book, which is, I'm just going to have a look on here, Emily Wild's Map of the Other Lands. So I don't actually know when that comes out, or if it's already out, so I'm just going to have a look. Oh, here we go. So the next book, The Map of Other Lands, is due out on the 11th of January 2024. So I will definitely be picking that one up. I would love to get my hands on either the Illumicrate or the Fairy Loot one, because it's amazing, but it is going for ridiculous prices at the moment. I got my copy from Amazon, so it's just a hardback copy, but it's such a good book. I would definitely recommend.